Good afternoon. It is May the 3rd, 2017. Time to recap today's trading and take a look at tonight's and tomorrow's trading. We'll start with our customary disclaimer. Hypothetical or simulated performance results have certain limitations. Unlike an actual performance record, simulated results do not represent actual trading. Also, since the trades have not been executed, the results may have under or overcompensated for the impact of any of certain market factors, such as lack of liquidity. Simulated trading programs in general are also subject to the fact that they are designed with the benefit of hindsight. No representation is being made that any account will or is likely to achieve profit or losses similar to those shown. Okay, we came into the E-mini today. 75.77 was buy 2. 80 to 82 was buy 1. We really like this area. Pat was talking about 75s to 78s yesterday as the area where you wanted to get long. Took 2 days to get there, but eventually, and we had to sell 85 plus or minus. So 83.50 was the high. We got a triple top right here. A very small trade. We had our monkey trade S. Software does that for you. It pops an S over the letter, over the bar, tells you that the market is ready or could trade lower. We had our black pointer. The Tilson went from green to red, and when you broke that bar's low on a sell stop, you're in, and that was the trade of the day. You got your 6 points. V bottom, those are hard to trade. Came back up. This buy produces. Then we just move sideways into the FOMC meeting, and we're still moving sideways into the FOMC meeting, but we do get trades right here that have produced small profits. Again, it's our monkey trades. Why are they monkey trades? Give a monkey enough bananas and time, and he'll learn how to trade. And what does he do? He has a buy under the letter. He puts a buy stop over it. If he has an S over a letter, he puts a sell stop beneath it. And that's monkey trading. So we did a pretty good job of crawling the market, and you had that information in your hands at 0700 hours Central Daylight Time. So what about tomorrow? Well, Friday we have the non-farm payroll numbers, and that tends to freeze the markets. They are looking for 185,000 on Friday's report. Unemployment at 4.6%. If those numbers are as projected, it would be supportive for the economy and indexes. Right now today we have a lower high and a lower low. F1 says sell it. Looking at the F2 screen, we have a P put in backwards. And a P put in backwards is short covering. Did get down to our buy zone. We did stop at our sell zone, so we're right where we were this morning. Very aggressive trade. Sell 84s to 86s, sell 1. 89 to 91, sell 2. I'm guessing trading range tomorrow without seeing the overnight data because of Friday's non-farm payroll numbers. Last rotate down stopped at 78, so 79, 81, buy 1. And then this number we've been trying to buy. We come in and try to buy this number darn near every day, 75 to 77 for buy 2. Tomorrow's news, jobless claims plus 246. Productivity unchanged. Unit labor costs didn't have a number for that. Neither one of those two will affect the market. Factory orders plus 0.4, that would be supportive for indexes. And natural gas inventories don't have an estimate for that yet, but it'll be a build, and no one will pay any attention to it except for natural gas traders. So the market's focus will be factory orders tomorrow. We've got more rain in the forecast tonight. We've got wet feet here. The flooding is east of us in Missouri. Lots of trouble, and more homes and property damage come from flooding than from hurricanes or tornadoes or earthquakes. and that's never going to change. Okay, looking at the note, today's FOMC announcement was not bullish for treasuries, although we do have a higher low and a higher high. We have an auction next week. The tendency on treasuries is to run the market down starting on Thursday afternoon, Friday morning, then reverse it on Tuesday morning when the 3-year auction takes place. So next week's auction, that's a tough paper to move. 3-year, 10-year, and 30. Much more difficult to move that paper than 2, 5, and 7. So we've got a new distribution lower in K period. The news today by the Fed was not bullish. We came into today's FOMC announcement looking for an interest rate increase. The probability of that of 67% in June is now 95% after today's announcement. So we are headed lower. Right here we do have a move out of the middle, out of this volume area. So our first buy is just leaning against support on the idea that we'll have a trading range with Friday's news. Buy 1, 9 to 13. Buy 2, 1 to 5. Putting in the market, the news into context, sell 1, 19 to 23. Sell 2, 27 to 31. And again, looking for a trading range market because of Friday's non-farm payroll number. If you had to make a trade at the market on treasuries, you do it from the short side. Buy me some shorts, right? Looking at the 30-year, we do all our homework and analysis on the 10-year. Why? Because that's where the volume is. We trade the 30-year because that's where the volatility is. A P, and we had the news right here early on, had a Z period low and the market whips and comes back up. That Z period low came off an article that the proposed Ultra bond was rejected by the oversight committee. Definitely have a seller in the 153.04.08 area right now. Last rotate up an M period stopped at 27. So number 1, 28 to the buck. Number 2, selling 3s to 7s. Actually, that'll be sell 1. Excuse me. So we'd like to get it done. Then 11 to 15, sell 2. Just don't think we can break it out. I think the odds are we're probably headed lower tomorrow to come back in and test lower. So last rotate down stopped at 18. So 16 to 20 is number 1. Buy 1, 9 to 13. Buy 2, 29 to 01. Things are pointed lower in treasuries. And gold, today's news for gold wasn't very good. To prosper on gold, you got to sell it off. You're selling off your asset. You can't earn money on it. And historically, gold has not been a very good investment, except in times of war and times of high inflation. It's more of an insurance device than anything else to make sure you have something if that happens. Got a lower high and a lower low. Find a place to sell it on the F1 screen. On F2, door split. There we are, lower. So we did get stops below 50. Our second buy zone was 45 to 47. We got into it in C period. It produced a trade all the way back to 54. 45, 47, our number 2. We love our number 2 points. And we had a sell at 55, 57 this morning. We just touched it in Y period. So we caught both edges of the gold market. So last rotate up And L period stopped at 48.49, so 48.50, sell 1. Leaning against 50, a round number, 53.55, sell 2. Tomorrow's numbers, if as forecast, would not be supportive for gold or treasuries. Definitely going to get stops below 45. So we've got this low volume number at 37. We've got a low volume number at 41, and we're at 46. So 40, 42, buy 1, and I'm going to put a question mark at 45. May not get that break. And then 35, 37, buy 2, and that's it for gold. Three weeks ago, when that $5 billion in two pieces was thrown into the market, the market has been pointed lower. We've been talking about getting stops below 1250 for a couple of weeks. Because of that, we finally got stops below 1250, and they're going to get more. Okay, crude, a lower high and a lower low. Find a place to sell it. Fundamentals remain weak, poor for crude oil. We got stops above 48. We talked about on our 1 o'clock central update that a short squeeze into the close was more likely than long liquidation, and we got it in K period. And it's an interesting market. If it trades higher and you've got a P, a short squeeze is more likely than long liquidation. If it trades lower and you've got a B, short covering from the professional trader is more likely than more selling. Now, if we have just had a huge break, remember yesterday we talked about this, market on close selling by institutions that are caught on the wrong side of the market when we take out that point is more likely, and we saw that yesterday where we had that spike down late. So again, you have to know what you're doing. You have to put the news in context. You have to bring these little pieces of information and make a cohesive whole out of it to stand a chance at trading this way. Get the direction right, everything else falls into place. So first sell, 48, 48 and a quarter. Probably see that in London. 48.50, 48.75, sell 2. On the buy side, we've rejected prices below 47.45, so first buy is 25 to 50. I do like the short side better than 46.75, 47 even for buy 2. And into the euro. Euro's probably on hold with gold. Treasuries tomorrow because of Friday's non-farm payroll numbers. And then the French election on the 7th is going to be the thing that swings the euro market. The euro is betting on a Le Pen defeat. The pollsters are saying that Le Pen is going to be defeated. So on our F1 screen, higher low, higher high, you can buy it off that information. We won't see the same thing on F2. It's got a different picture. There's the FOMC announcement. Why would the euro sell if the FOMC raises interest rates? Because you can get more money on your money in the United States than you can in Europe. So sell European euro-denominated securities, get the cash, go invest in the U.S. and at least get more money on your money. And if you're in fixed income, you build ladders. And so you're interested in the coupon, the interest rate paid. You'll get your principal back. You can live with inflation, so you're not really too worried about the principal. So you don't see a lot of defensive bond funds on the end of the quarter, end of the year type numbers. It's the coupon that matters. You're just looking for yield and hope you get most of your principal back. So the euro is pointed lower right now on our F2 screen. We got a pretty clean break at 28. So 25 to 35, sell 1. And 45 to 55, sell 2. Going to pick up this area right there and then pick up this area right in here. For our sell 1, 109 even, buy 1. And 102, let's see, 108.75, buy 2. And that's it for this May the 3rd, 2017. We will pick it up bright and early in the morning, and I will see you then. Y'all have a great evening. I'm out of here.